Hey, ladies, it's me again. Hey. Well, for those of you who did attend the Blueprint for Success workshop, we had a lot of fun and a lot of breakthrough. So, for those of you who were not able to attend because of scheduling conflicts, no worries, no worries, no worries. So, that's my iPad. We're very informal. Just it is what it is. We just keep it moving. So, those of you who did not attend, no worries because I will be doing it again. So, stay tuned. So, when the date is scheduled, you can jump in and get your spot. So, one of the things that we talked about is the purpose of a thing and how God created us with a purpose in mind. He had a vision for our lives when He created us. And one of the ways that we get to experience God's best, I believe, in our lives is that we are moving towards looking for, seeking who He made us to be. Who did He design us to be? How are we wired? I've done a lot with personalities, assessments, and different things. What do you like? What don't you like? What do you feel called to do? And what happens is that changes over the course of our lives. So you might have started out in one career and you transition to another career, and then maybe now you want to transition to another career. Or maybe it's just something you're thinking like, I just need to do something different to bring fulfillment into my life. So I want to give you a really quick tip that came from the workshop, but think about an item around your desk or something and look at it. It has a purpose. It's there for a purpose. This cup is for a purpose. It's to hold something. First, the belief that you are here for purpose, on purpose, and with purpose is first and foundational. You are here for a purpose, with purpose, and on purpose. You were created for such a time as this. Those of you who participated in my small group study that we did on the Thrive Today series, we talked about Esther, and when she said, or Mordecai, I think, said, who knows if you have not been raised for such a time as this, right? So I know in my own life, all of the things that are happening right now, I'm like, Lord, where do I fit in? Where do I fit in? But there's something in me, this little still small voice. It's like, for such a time as this. So I want you to think about your own life and what's happening right now in this season. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you doing? Is it bringing you joy? Is it bringing you fulfillment? Is it something that is calling you forward into something else? Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a marriage or relationship, maybe it's kids, it's children, or what is it that's calling you or calling for your attention? Let's say that. What's calling for your attention? What do you need to pay attention to within yourself? Because that's the spirit within you. And so if there's something that's missing or something that seems to be out of order, my aunt used to say, you're out of order, you're out of order. God rest her soul. She used to say, you're out of order. Something wasn't right. She would call it out in a heartbeat. You're out of order. You're out of order. So is there something in your life that's out of order? And if it is, it might need your attention. What is that? It could be, again, relationships. It could be your health. It could be community. It could be anything. So it's time to take an assessment, because this season, if nothing else, has caused us to look inward to see, once we can get past the anxiety and the worry of what's going to happen, what's happening, and I'm not sure, the uncertainty. We do know that there is something and someone that's uncertain, and we go to the rock and stand. We know that God is not changed. He is not unaware of COVID-19. He is aware of all the things that are going on right now. And so we look to Him to be our rock, to be our solid foundation. So if you are not on my email list, if you got this video, you're probably on my email list. But those of you who are watching maybe YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, maybe you're not on my email list. I'm going to put a link below for you to join my email list and stay connected. Stay connected. My goal, my purpose, I'm Tracy Washington, by the way, for those of you who may not know me. My goal and my purpose is to build a community of faith-based professional women who want to make a difference in the kingdom and for the kingdom of God. And they know that they've been equipped with something and to live out the life that God has called them to live. Why am I in this work? Because of the journey that God has taken me on, and he still continues to take me on. I have not arrived. However, there's a burning desire in my heart to see us win as women. And I believe that there's a blueprint that God has given us. And I think it's for the culture of today. God doesn't change, but I do believe he changes how he talks to his people. We are no longer able to go into the four walls of a church. So we have other ways of being able to commune with each other. That's an example, because God is creative. He's a creative being, and I believe he's called us to create. So we have a creative ability that we may not have even tapped into yet. So I want to encourage you as a woman of faith to tap into your creative side. What is God telling you for this season? So again, if you missed out on the Blueprint for Success workshop, no worries, it's coming up again. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and stay safe. And I'll talk to you soon.